Moldovans have begun travelling to European Union countries for the first time without visas. The EU says it lifted its visa requirement for Moldovans in response to the crisis in neighbouring Ukraine. Moldova is the first country in the EU's Eastern Partnership programme to obtain visa-free travel. In Iraq, members of the security forces cast early ballots in Baghdad in the country's parliamentary elections. The early voting is aimed at freeing police and soldiers to focus only on security duties during the April 30th balloting. Iraq has faced increasing violence in the run-up to the elections, which will be the first national vote since the withdrawal of US combat forces in late 2011. In Belgrade, European Union Foreign Policy Chief Catherine Ashton held talks with new Serbian Prime Minister Aleksandar Vučić. Vučić, whose government was sworn in on April 27th, has promised to implement economic and other reforms aimed at securing Serbia's membership in the EU by the end of this decade. Ashton has praised Serbia for its recent reforms, including moves to normalise relations with Kosovo, the territory that declared independence from Serbia in 2008. In Kazakhstan, activists opposed to Russia's use of Kazakh territory to launch rockets protested outside the presidential palace in Astana. Police detained some demonstrators as members of the group delivered a letter of protest to President Nursultan Nazarbayev. Activists say residents face severe health risks from toxic fuel that has polluted Kazakh land following the crash of rockets launched by Russia at the Baikonur Cosmodrome. In Russia, a court in the far eastern city of Vladivostok sentenced 6 men convicted in connection with the murders of 3 police officers and other crimes. 3 of the defendants received life in prison, while the other 3 received terms of between 8 and 25 years. Members of the group, nicknamed the Russian Rambos, were captured in 2010 following one of the largest manhunts in Russia in recent years. The group claimed it carried out its crime spree in response to deep corruption in Russian law enforcement structures. In Belarus, 8 people received jail sentences after they were detained during an opposition protest in Minsk. The court handed down sentences of between 15 and 20 days in detention on charges of disobeying police and hooliganism. The April 26th protest was held to mark the 28th anniversary of the 1986 Chernobyl nuclear disaster, which polluted regions of Belarus, Ukraine and Russia. In Pakistan, a gathering was held in the northwestern city of Peshawar in tribute to the poet Ghani Khan. The event marked the centennial of the birth of Ghani Khan, who passed away in 1996. Ghani Khan is regarded as a leading Pashto language poet of the 20th century. The Afghan national cricket team trained for 8 days in the Pakistani city of Karachi. The team had the opportunity to get instruction from the former Pakistani captain and cricket star Amir Sohail. Afghan players said they were hopeful the session in Pakistan would improve their results on the world stage. Kazan, the capital of the Russian Republic of Tatarstan, has taken over as the culture and arts capital of the Turkic world for the next year. A delegation of Crimean Tatars were among those who joined a televised celebration of the milestone. Over the next year, Kazan will host events, including a writers' congress and theatre festivals, to promote Turkic culture and traditions. And that's the video roundup from Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty.